Hey guys, I hope you're all having an awesome day. So we are going to see what messages Spirit has for us today. Today is in whenever you're watching this, not when I'm recording it. I don't know why they wanted me to tell you that. There is a lot of chaos going on right now, a lot of shifting, a lot of miscommunication, misunderstanding. There's a lot of energy and emotions kind of coming up and going around. And it feels like some of it is like irrelevant to kind of the situations you're going through, or it's like a mind versus heart, or it's like, I feel this energy or I have these thoughts, but I'm not really sure why. It feels like there's a lot of disconnect with heart center, like with ego, with mind, with thoughts and emotions coming in. Just try to ground and balance yourself and try not to connect to the thoughts and emotions too much, because some of what I'm hearing is like past life stuff, which we did get this the other day too, the same message, but some of it is past life clearing and some of it is clearing out through other people and situations. So past relationships, past traumas, past feelings and emotions are coming out through like somebody else or a different situation to kind of help you with clearing it. But it's like you're not really consciously aware of what's happening. So just trust and go with the flow, ground yourself, take care of yourself, just, they're saying like now's not the time for big decisions because there's so much chaos and so much different energy and kind of like a lack of clarity and direction right now. So there is a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, like Spirit's working with you guys and guiding you with a lot of different things right now. I'm also getting there's some like old stuff coming back. So stuff from like last year, like 2019, 2020 stuff is coming back up that you thought you've worked through. There's like deeper things that you're releasing that you didn't know you needed to release. Like deeper feelings and more healing that's going on. So that's probably why. So if you're wondering why it's coming back again, it's coming back to release even more that you didn't realize. They're just saying, try to trust and go with the flow. I know it feels like kind of heavy and emotional and stuff, but just try to trust the process. Okay. All right. So let's see, we're going to pull from the Heal Yourself. First, I pulled out a few decks. I feel like there's a lot of different messages that want to come out. So let's see what we get. I feel like I got a bunch more spirit messages before this, and I forgot what they were, honestly. Okay, actually this, damn, I just got so dizzy. The procrastination card that came out, it made me think about something they said to me earlier, which is, even though it seems like everything's falling apart, or maybe even though it seems like there's a certain pressure, it's almost like this longing, pressure, calling type energy, and it's just like, it's like, feels like it's pulling you, maybe like a push pull, or it feels like it's just pulling you and you're feeling very impatient or very frustrated because it hasn't come yet. There is something else going on behind the scenes that Spirit is working with the energy with to bring it forward for you, or to bring something else better for you. There is like a lesson in that itself, and it's going to be different for everybody. So I'm not going to really go into that, but you'll understand it if it's for you. So we got procrastination. How teachable are you? Alchemy, have faith. So yeah, especially with these two cards together, look, something's definitely taking time. Something that you've been wanting is taking more time than you probably thought or realized. It feels like some of you guys were getting signs and you were thinking it was coming sooner, and it felt like it was coming sooner, and that somehow it got pulled away from you, or something kind of shifted with it. But there was something in this with a cycle that's trying to teach you. They're trying to teach you something and show you something, bring it to your consciousness and awareness of something that is from your past, like a pattern or some type of illusion that you have that you're not aware of. And that's why it came up the way it came up. But I'm hearing like a lot of cycles are ending, a lot of new beginnings are coming, and you're in the transition period. So it definitely feels like this void. It feels like this disconnect. It feels like just very out of control, not really understanding. So yeah, you're not alone with that. I definitely feel the same energy too the last probably week or so. So we got alchemy and have faith. So yeah, this is them saying that you guys are they're trying to help you connect to your heart center more. And we got this message a few days ago. They channeled to me. I posted on my Instagram and Facebook about dropping into your feminine energy, because they're trying to open your heart up. A lot of you guys have walls and blockages around your heart chakra with allowing love in any form. So love for yourself, love for others, compassion, things like that. And it's like you have all these walls built up. They're saying things are going to shift when your walls go down, and you'll start noticing changes with other people in your life, and people coming in and people leaving. So they want you to have trust and have faith, and know that everything that's going on, even though it doesn't always feel pleasant, even though it doesn't always feel good or positive, it is all for your highest good, and it's going to help you in the long run. They're just saying, try not to hold on to the thoughts and the feelings coming up. Like, try to breathe through them and let them out, because there's something else going on with that, and it has nothing to do with your current situation. And it's causing almost like this chaotic overthinking energy and like anxiety or fear or something. So, all right. Interesting. We got, man, I just got dizzy as fuck again. All right, let me get one more. 55. Interesting. You guys might be seeing 55 a lot. I've actually been seeing it a bunch. Well, yesterday I was seeing a lot of 44s, 111s, and 66, but you might be seeing 55s a lot. We got those two at the bottom, and this is about like letting go and kind of leaving the past behind you. This was in the middle of the deck, but the deck kind of opened, and it's friends and colleagues. So this, I'm going to read the cards. It doesn't necessarily have to do with friends and other people in your life, but it possibly can have to do with situations with other people for most of you, I'm getting. So we got fear and transformation, 55. And then we got planning and action, conflict, peace, and stuck energy. So it feels like this actually kind of feels like what I was talking about before, is that you guys have like walls and blockages up, and there's a lot of fear and anxiety and discomfort in the unknown for a lot of you guys. But it feels like there's a lot of like shielding going up, like, or not going up, where you have shielding up. So it's like, this is spirit trying to help you see your fears, the illusions of your fears, and bring the shielding down and bring the walls down, and realize that things that happened to you in your childhood, things that happened to you, you know, in your adolescence or as a young adult, you know, they're not necessarily going to happen to you now. Those type of people aren't necessarily going to come in and hurt you or do things, you know, that have happened to you. Like, some of those things did happen, and it was part of your life path to bring you forward and help you with changing and healing and stuff. And that's not to undermine, you know, any traumas that you've endured or anything like that. Trust me, like, I feel you on that. But it's also, if you can look at, you know, what did I learn from these situations, and how did I grow, and how can I help others and stuff, you'll see kind of what your purpose is and why you did go through things that you did, and look at how it changed you for the better. But it's like you guys releasing fears around this. A lot of you, I keep hearing, is releasing fears around love. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you're single or in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, you still can be guarded with your walls and have fears up. And it could be somebody you're with for 15, 20 years and still have those same fears and those same walls up. And it feels like for the single people, love is coming in for you guys, but you have to, damn, I just got anxiety as soon as I said that, not my own. It feels like, it's like you guys have walls up because you're scared of getting hurt. So it's like you push good people away from you, 4 to 4. And then for people who are in relationships, it feels like some of you guys have like walls up. You're scared to really show your person who you are deep inside. You're worried that they're going to leave you or not love you for who you are. And the message I mostly get is a lot of you guys are afraid of being seen and heard and actually truly loved. Like, what does that mean if I'm truly loved? You know, what does that mean if I'm not all the thoughts that I've had my whole life, where I thought I wasn't enough, where I thought I wasn't worthy, where I thought I wasn't valued? And how does that actually change? And that's a lot of inner child's ego stuff, but how does that change my perception on myself and the world? And how does that look different in my life and how I communicate with others and things that I do? You know, because when you get to that real, true grit of feeling that worthiness and love, and not just telling ourselves it, actually fully feeling it within our body and truly fully believing it. You know, you can say to yourself, I know I'm worthy, I know I'm enough, and still deep down in that inner child feel unworthy and not enough, and you're still going to be pushing people and good things away from you because you're responding from your inner child's fears, right? So it's getting to that really deep feeling where you know you're worthy and you know you're enough and you're going to attract in beautiful things. But it's like a lot of you guys are afraid of being seen and being heard in that way, and somebody really, really connecting with you in that way. So it feels like you guys are coming to like an understanding with this, and you guys are coming to an ending with this. Some of you guys, you have a little bit more to go with this, but there is like a cycle ending. With that being said, we got planning and action, conflict, peace, and stuck energy. It feels like something is being planned for you guys, and it's like you're going back and forth, honestly, is what it feels like. It feels like you're not sure what to do. It's like you want to feel peace, you want to feel love, you want to feel comfort, but it's like that fear kind of takes over a little bit. Your emotions take over a little bit, and it's like there's trauma and things that are still stuck. There's still deep-rooted feelings and deep-rooted issues. So what I get from this is Spirit is trying to bring these forward. They're trying to bring these forward through your friends and through other people. Kind of what I said in the beginning with certain people and situations that are bringing up energy in you, that some of it's past life, some of it's old stuff, like you're not fully aware of what it is. And that's why they're saying don't hold on to it, because it's not related to this person or situation that you're involved with or going through. 1111 again. Yeah, it's something else going on, but it's really getting like rid of these really deep ass issues and these really deep feelings that you just don't know about. You just don't know about. And it's Spirit is like planning something. This doesn't feel like action you guys are taking. This feels like action Spirit's taking, where they're really trying to help you get out of this inner conflict and come to a place of peace. And some of you, this is a place of love. This is, a romantic connection, or this is, 44 again. This is building romance within yourself and within your relationship as well, and coming to that place of inner peace and knowing that everything happens for a reason and that you're going to be okay. And they're actually always saying to me, everything happens for a reason. So trust that. Trust that anything that's coming up, even if it feels scary, even if it feels, uncomfortable, that it's not that you're unsafe. There's a reason for it, and it's helping you with healing something, okay? Let's see what other messages we get. Okay, we got, damn, did my head just start hurting? I don't know whose crown chakra is about to start going off right now in the overthinking, but holy fuck. Oh, I guess we're taking these. Okay. We got 10 of Michael on the bottom, which is the ending of a situation. So we got 8 of Gabriel, Page of Raphael, 3 of Ariel. Page of Ariel, the Lovers, King of Michael. I know I didn't hold those up very well. It's interesting because Page of Raphael, which says a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insight, is right over the Lovers card. And what I also find interesting is the other cards with the fear and the conflict were over one another, and then the transformation and peace were over one another also. But also next to the 8 of Gabriel is communication. So you have two messages in a row that are talking about communication, and 2 in a row that are talking about love, or a love, like a emotional love situation, emotional situation. This definitely feels pretty romantic to me. I'm not going to lie. Take it if it resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's a general reading, so it doesn't resonate with you. Not everything I say is going to resonate with every single person, but it feels like there's some type of communication coming in for some of you guys. Some of you, it feels like a past person that you're not expecting to reach out to you that's coming in, and it might turn into something else other than what you would expect. That's the message they told me earlier. Okay, now I understand. They said expect the unexpected, but in a really good way. And I know they said this the other day, I think on Valentine's Day, actually, expect the unexpected. So there are things that are changing and coming in that you're probably going to least expect to happen, when it happens or how it happens or with who it happens, or, whatever it is. But what I get from this is there is going to be something that comes in. And with this Page of Raphael, it's like you're sitting here and it's like you're waiting for it, but it's like you're still scared to open your heart up and actually allow it in. It can be a romantic relationship, or it could be something else, take it as it resonates. With the 3 of Ariel, I get a few different kind of messages from this. I get that some of you guys, it's really coming into your nurturing feminine energy, which we got this message, I think yesterday or the day before, about coming into your feminine energy in your heart center. And when you do that, you're going to attract abundance, prosperity, and love to you. But for some of you, I also get that somebody is watching over your social media, or somebody is kind of like checking in on you. You guys might have like mutual friends, or you might know somebody who knows somebody. And it's like it's almost like a third party. It's like, so I'll just give me an example. Say somebody's like checking in on me. They're going to message my friend that we're both friends with to ask how I'm doing, or to see, you know, whatever. I don't think that message is for me, but I'm just giving you the example. So you know what I mean? But yeah, it feels like somebody is kind of watching over you, watching over your social media, just kind of checking in on you. It feels like there's a reason they're kind of staying away from you. It feels like that person might be in some darker or heavier energy, or they're going through their own transformation or transition, but they love you. Like I get this, they love you, like this overwhelming sense of love for you and admiration for you, and they really respect who you are and value you. And it definitely feels like a masculine energy watching over feminine energy. I mean, it can obviously be different, but it definitely feels this way. What I get with Page of Ariel, the Lovers, and King of Michael is this is you guys, you're going through an experience right now where you're learning how to open your heart up. I mean, this is, I know it says something else, but this is you guys not being guarded by the walls. This message has been coming out a lot in the readings and over the last few days, is opening yourself up to actually receiving what it is you desire and not blocking it, and learning through these experiences, it's like, instead of, kind of what I get is, instead of putting your walls up and not trusting, they want you to go through the experiences. And even if those experiences, you know, hurt or, you know, are emotional or painful, they're happening for a reason. And they want you to, not necessarily that it's going to happen. They're not saying like you're going to be heartbroken if you get in a relationship. But what they're saying is, don't worry about getting heartbroken. Go through the relationship and experience what you're supposed to experience and live your life fully. And not focus on, is this going to work out? Is this not? Is this going to happen? You know, is this not? What is it that I feel the desire to do? What is it that I want to do? You know, how do I actually truly feel? And then going forward with that, and not overthinking like, is this a lesson or a test? Is this something I should or shouldn't do? Am I in a cycle or am I not in a cycle? Just living in your truth and what it is you actually feel, and just going forward with it. Okay. Ooh. Hold on. Let's re-get this. Because just kind of, no. Wow. Okay, hold on. Jeez. The New Beginnings is right there. We're taking that one and that one. Wow. Yeah. I guess we're taking the New Beginnings. Okay, I guess we're taking a lot of these. Wow. Okay. They just had me literally pull a bunch out. So I'm not going to read all of the cards. I'm just going to tell you the message I get and how they want me to lay these out. Okay. I see what, okay. Yep. I'm going to tell you the tops of the cards, not what all the cards say. We got New Beginnings. There is some type of fresh start. We got Crown Chakra, Boundaries, Truth, Dark Night of the Soul, Root Chakra. And then we got Archangel Metatron, Archangel Uriel, Heart Chakra, Crave, and Vulnerable. Immediately what I get is, one, the New Beginnings, grounding yourself and getting into a grounded energy, but also everything you're asking for is about to come forward for you. And the song I heard earlier just popped in my head, which is I'm Coming Home to the Place Where I Belong. It's by Daughtry. I forget the name of it, but you can look it up. So with Crown Chakra, okay, what I get is there is some type of truth coming out of this. All this dark night of the soul, it feels like you guys are coming out of this, and it was to help you with grounding your energy and helping you guys to see something clearly, helping you to come out of overthinking energy and to really like drop into your intuition and really start trusting in spirit and yourself, but also learning how to set boundaries with yourself and others, learning how to go with the flow more and allowing things to actually transform and stop trying to control everything. With Archangel Metatron, Archangel Uriel, Heart Chakra, Crave, and Vulnerable. What I get from this is there is some type of spiritual help that's coming for you guys, and it feels like you guys are getting a lot of spiritual messages and guidance with this. And I love that the heart chakra came out. I do get the forgiveness part of it, but this I also get is all of these areas where these three are definitely going together, and this is the primary message. All of the areas where it's hard for you to feel vulnerable because this is toxic habits, clouded vision, right? It's like you have these belief systems and thoughts around love, around your heart chakra, around anything to do with just love. I'm just going to say love in general. So romantic relationships, love for yourself, love for others, compassion, understanding, all of those things. It's like you have this like toxic belief system and this clouded vision, because for some of you, being vulnerable is a bad thing. For being vulnerable means really showing myself who I am and being seen and heard. And I told you guys that earlier is, a lot of you guys are struggling with that, being truly seen and heard for who you are, and really showing people like that rawness and depth. And this is what they're saying. It's not just about sharing, experiences you've been through. It's really sharing the experience you've been through, not just telling the words, like, look, when when this happened to me, I wasn't feeling strong. I was feeling weak as fuck. I was feeling out of control. I was feeling like, how could I put myself in this position? And really being raw and vulnerable about it, and opening up and sharing, that it's okay to not always feel strong. It's okay to feel weak. It's okay to feel like you made choices that weren't for your highest good. And even, this is the situation that's kind of coming up as I'm talking about this. So, okay. So I have talked about this before about being raped. It's not something obviously like talking about, and what they're basically asking me to do is to share with you guys, being vulnerable, how I actually felt. And I knew that I shouldn't intuitively, I was, in my 20s, I knew that, early 20s, I knew that I shouldn't have went there. I had like an intuition, like, don't go there. And I went anyway. And when it happened, I was very confused afterward. I just couldn't really believe it. I blamed myself for a really long time. Like, why would I put myself in that position? Why, it was somebody I knew. So it was, I don't even want to get into all that. Honestly, I know they want me to, but I'm really not going to do all that. But I felt really betrayed. I felt really hurt. I felt like I couldn't trust other people. And it was something where I felt really weak. I felt like just completely out of control and powerless. It was really difficult time period for me. I couldn't do anything for weeks. I literally, I feel like I'm gonna cry again. Where I called like my dad and my younger sister, and I cried to them for like weeks. Like, I literally couldn't work. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't do anything for weeks. And I had obviously a really hard time dealing with it. And I took so much blame for it, and responsibility for something that I shouldn't have. And it was something that just made me feel like just unworthy, dirty. Like, I can't even explain to you the feelings. And so this is kind of what Spirit's saying, is like, they want you to know that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to express yourself. It's okay to get into those raw, deep feelings. And it's not just like saying the situation. It's really getting into that state where you can actually be vulnerable and explain to people like how you feel and things like that, kind of how I just did. I'm not going to get, too much with it because it's, a public video, but that's pretty much what they're wanting you to do. And they're wanting you to put your walls down and your guard down, and not feel like you have to hide who you are, and not, feel like, for me, and I don't remember if I've talked about this before, but, because of my childhood trauma and because of like the abuse, I always felt like, there was something wrong with me. And I still feel that way sometimes, where I feel like somebody's going to sense that there's something wrong with me, and they're going to leave, or they're going to just think there's something, wrong with me. And, like look at like my family situation and, toxicity in my family, and just be like, oh, she comes from, that type of place, and like judge me on it. And I know that's really like a judgment of myself, obviously, but, there's feelings I have around that, where it's like, I feel like just nobody's going to really understand that or really, really want to be with me. You know, more so it comes from like the romantic relationship where I feel like they're just going to look at me and be like, oh my God, she has so much baggage because of, you know, shit she's been through, and like she's broken, basically, honestly. It's something I still struggle with. I work through it, and it's a difficult feeling to have where you feel like scared to share those things with people because you don't want them to see you as broken or damaged goods or shit like that. Or, you know, in the past where I have shared that and I've attracted people who are narcissists who looked at me as weak and vulnerable and preyed on it. So, you know, I went back and forth with that, and Spirit's really just asking you guys to be more vulnerable, to put your walls down, to really open yourself up and realize that like it's okay to, you know, feel the way you feel. And a lot of people do feel the same way as you. So hopefully me talking about it a little bit maybe helps you guys a little bit, knowing that like it's okay to actually do. Oh, wow. All right, I want to get one more. I don't know when the full moon is, but it feels like something's coming with the full moon. And I keep seeing February 28th, but I don't think that's the full moon. Okay, we got abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you have. In fairyland and human land, there's enough abundance for everybody. So I get this is stop like comparing yourself to others and being jealous of other people's journey, especially if it seems like it's maybe ahead of yours. Like you're on a different path than somebody else, okay? We got purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you'll find the answer to your question. Wow. And we got moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. And it feels like there's a lot of confusion in the collective right now. There's just like a lot of unknowns. It's just, there's a lot going on right now. So just try to go within and trust yourself and go within your heart is basically what they're saying. Definitely ground yourself though. And as I said that, I got Gaia, Earth Connection. Okay. All right. White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. And I just looked up 55. Gaia, Earth Connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. So I love that came out as I was saying about grounding yourself. And then Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Wow, God. All right. I'm going to just pull a few of these. Get one more. I guess we got two more. Okay. Romance is coming for you soon. Focus on yourself for now. Reconnect with your loved ones, family, and or friends. They miss you. Everything is working out for you, even if it doesn't feel that way. Have faith and patience. So that makes sense with all the messages we've been getting. Are you needing to change things in your life that make you unhappy? Write a list of changes you want to make and start taking charge. And I get that this is you guys not being complacent, you guys actually taking charge of your own life and things that are going on that make you unhappy and taking charge and making those changes. Take some time to go within and meditate, spend some time alone, and positive changes are coming your way. Life is great, isn't it? Embrace all of the amazing things in your life. And to leave it off, the final message, you are a beautiful being of love and light. And I think too is Spirit just wants you guys to know that like you're not your past, like you're not your traumas, you're not your history, you're not your experiences. Like you're worthy and valuable and like lovable the way you are. And it's like you don't have to change yourself or be something you're not for other people. Like if you catch yourself doing that, try to stop. Like in the moment, try to stop. What I get is if you're getting in this energy where you're feeling unworthy or you're feeling like you're not enough or you're feeling whatever it is that's coming up, try to do positive affirmations. You know, feel all the feelings that are coming up for you because they're coming up for you for a reason, and allow them to be what they are, and thank them for trying to teach you something or showing you how you feel, and appreciate all of your emotions and all of your feelings. And then you can say gratitude for them. And then after that, you can do positive affirmations. I appreciate, you know, you showing me areas where I feel like I'm unworthy. I just want to remind you that you are worthy, you are enough, you're special, you're awesome. And, you know, whatever you want to say to yourself, you can look up positive affirmations. There's tons of them online. So whatever resonates with you guys, but just know that, like, yeah, we are in a really odd transitional phase, but things will get better and we're going to come out of the tunnel soon. So just stay strong. You guys got this. So I'm wishing you guys so much love and light. Have an awesome day.